श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। इतश्च एतदेवम्, and this is how it is. This is how Bhagavan is said to be. What does that mean actually? We have to understand itascha etadevam. This is so. We have to understand what he said at the end. Mama loka maheshwaratam ityartha. This is what is my lordship over the world. So this lordship over the world is because of this reason. What is that? Maharshayasthatta purve chatvaro manavasthatha madbhava manasa jata yesham loka imah prajah. Maharshayah sapta purve chatvarah manavah tatha madbhavaha madmanasa jataha yesham lokah imaha prajah. Maharshayah sapta, the 7 Maharshis, like earlier we saw the 7 Maharshis, the same 7 Maharshis are as said here. I referred to that in the earlier place. Purve, in the beginning, before means at the beginning of creation. Chatvaraha manavas tatha. Similarly, Chatvaraha manavaha, the Manu, the 4 types of Manu. Okay. Madbhavaha manasa jataha. Madbhavaha, they are a product of me, of my similar state, and they are born of my mind. Manasa jata, they are called Manasa Putra. Manasa Putra, they are born out of mind. They are not born through the procreation method. They are born out of mind. Jataha. Yesham lokah imah praja. And all this creation which you see is born out of them. These people are born out of me, and all these creations are born out of them. Therefore, sarva loka maheshwaratam siddham. I am the Lord of all the world. Okay. Maharshayah. Maharshayah means Veda tat artha drashtaraha. The seers of Vedas and their meanings. Maharshayah, let us forget the Maha Upasarga, Rishi. Who is Rishi? Rishayaha mantra drashtaraha. Rishis are the people who are the seers of mantra. And that is why at every moment when you chant a mantra, you remember the name of the Rishi. Rishi Chandas Devata. We remember the Rishi. Okay. So, Veda tat artha drashtaraha sarvajnaha. They are omniscient people. Vidya sampradaya pravartakaha bhrugvadya sapta purve. So, Vidya sampradaya pravartakaha. They are people who have started a tradition like mantra. When you chant a mantra, when you chant Gayatri mantra, you remember the name of Vishwamitra Rishi. Similarly, any mantra, Dakshinamurti Rishi, Amukha Rishi, Damukha Rishi, some Rishi or other, you remember them. So, they begin the Vidya, a tradition. Brugvadiha Sapta Purve, Sapta. The Brugva, etc. 7. Purve means before. Before means Sargadyakala Vibhutaha. They are people who manifested, who are not born, who they manifested during the time of creation. Sarga Adyakali, at the beginning of the creation. Tathacha Puranam. How do you know this? This is how the Purana says. This is from Mahabharata, Shanti Parva. Bhrigum Marichim Atrimcha Pulastyam Pulaham Kratam Vasishtham Chat Mahatejaha So Asrajan Manasasutan Sapta Brahmana Ityete Purane Vishva Nishayam Gataha Bhrigu Marichi Atri Pulastya Pulaha, Kratu, Vasishta. These are the 7 people. Mahatejaha, they are Mahatejasvis. Mahatejasvis means they are people who are effulgent. The effulgent people. See, effulgence is how do you refer to someone as effulgent? It is not they are white skinned, because effulgence has nothing to do with the skin color or your beauty. See, this these rishis, they were not beautiful. Not many of them are beautiful. I don't know how many you can see are beautiful rishis. So, but the thing is, they had a effulgence, they had a presence. When they are there, you will feel the presence. That is what is said here. Okay, so Mahadeja Saha Asrijan Manasa Sutan, and that creator, he manifested them, he created them through his mind. How can you create someone through your mind? Because of the thought imprint, sankalpa, your determined thought imprint, thought function, your will. The whole creation is created because of the willpower of creator, Brahman. How? So, Srajata, Sa Ikshata, Bahusyam Raja, it saw, Yekoham Bahusyam, I am one alone. Let me be manifold. So, that thought function created the whole manifold things here. Similarly, this Brahma, this creator, he decided, this Hiranyagarbha, he decided, let me be manifold. But before that, let me create these people. Iti Sapta, Sudan Sapta. These 7 people he created. Brahmana ityete, and through them the Brahmins, etc. Purane Nishyam Gata. This is what is clearly established in the Purana. Tatha Chatvaro Manavaha. Savarna iti prasiddha. The 4 Manus. The 4 Manu are, they are called as Savarna Manu. They are Savarnya, Daksha Savarnya, Dharma Savarnya, Rudra Savarnya, etc. They are given different names. Okay? But these are selected from Chaturdasha Manu. The 4 names are selected from the Chaturdasha Manu. Okay? Athava, Maharshaya, Sapta Bhurgvadyaha, or you can interpret the same thing in different way. See, there is a discussion going on among people who want to take pot shots at our Vedic tradition. You'll say Manuvadis. Generally, these idiots, they think the people who follow the Manusmriti is Manuvadis. If that is the case, there is no Manuvadi here. Because no one follows Manusmriti. What? No one follows Manusmriti. Manusmriti is absolutely not a pramana for this creation. This cycle of creation, this period, Manu is not the pramana. So how can you call us Manuvadi? 1. 2. Calling us Manuvadi is calling the pot, calling the kettle black. That is the thing. Why? Because it is not just we who are Manuvadi, you too are Manuvadi. How? We don't accept Manu. Whether you accept Manu or not, you are a progeny, you are a family of Manu. You belong to that family of Manu because the creator, your the forefather is Manu. It is said here clearly. I don't believe it. You don't believe in anything. So there is no point in talking. Athava, or there is another meaning. Maharshayaha sapta brigvadyaha. Maharshis, 7 Bhrigu, etc. as said earlier. Tebhyobi purve prathamaha chatvara sanakadyaha marashaya. Even before them, there were 4 people who, the Sanaka, etc. Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanatana, etc. Those 4 people. See, Brahmaji created one fellow, Narada. He said, I'm sorry, let me go away. I want to know the truth. Then he thought, okay, this fellow I created alone, therefore there is a problem. Let me create 4 people. He created 4 people so that there will be a family and there will be a unity and they will take care of the creation. They also said, our elder brother, he decided to leave everything. There should be a reason. We also leaving. And you also want to us to take care of the creation. What do you want to do then? So you also want to leave the job. So you also want to quit the job. So there is something besides this job. We want to know that. So they also left. So these Manu, these 4 people, Sanaka, etc., they also were not in the creation. So you cannot say we are family of Sanatana, etc. Okay, Manavaha, Tata, Manus, and Manu. Chatvara is separated and Manu. Manavaha, Tata, the Manus. Who are the Manus? Manus, we are the people. Okay, so Manushya, the word itself came from Manavaha, Manushya, etc. came from that Manu word. Chaturdasha Swayambhuvadhyaha Chaturdasha Mai Parameshware Bhavaha. The 14 Manus, the 14 types of Manu, Swayambhu, etc. They are given different names. Swayambhuvaha, Swarochishaha, Uttamaha, Tamasaha, Raivataha, चाक्षुषः वैवस्वतः सावर्णी दक्षसावर्णी ब्रह्मसावर्णी धर्मसावर्णी रुद्रसावर्णी देवसावर्णी इंद्रसावर्णी etc. are the names given there in the Bhagavata Purana, etc. Puranas. Okay, Chaturdasha, 14 people. Mai Parameshwara, in me Parameshwara, Bhavah, Bhavana. They gain existence. They gain the thought function. They have their mind established in me. They think only about me. That is what is Madbhavaha. Madbhavana Vasha, because of thinking about me always, Avirbhutam Madiya Jnanaishwarya Shaktaya Ityartha. Manifests because of thinking about me, there manifests this Jnana, Ishwarya, etc., which is my own nature. Because from type cause, a different type of effect is not possible. Karya is always in tune with the Karana. So, since they are born out of me who is pure, without any attributes, my mind, which is Shuddha Sattva, from that when they are born, they cannot be of any other nature. That is why he says, Ataha Manasaha Sankalpadeva Utpannaha Natu Yonijaha. They are people who are mental creations. They are not born out of a yoni through procreation, through the womb. Okay, Ataha, therefore, Vishuddha Janmatvena, since they are of pure birth, blue blood, Sarva Prani Shreshtaha, they are superior than all the other beings. Matta eva hiranyagarbhatmano jataha sargadyagale pradurhuta. They are born out of me during the time of creation. Yesha maharshinam sattanam bhrugvadinam chaturnam cha sanakadinam saptanam bhrugvadinam chaturnam cha sanakadinam manunam cha chaturdashanam asmin loke janmana cha vidya cha santati bhutaha ima brahmanadyaha sarva prajaha. From whom these maharshis, 7, Bhrigu, etc., these 4, Sanaka, etc., and these Manus, the 14 people, Swayambhu, etc., Janmanacha Vidyacha, through the knowledge and through the birth, Santati Bhuta, these people belong to that tradition, that lineage. Who? The Brahmins, etc. Sarva Praja, all the beings, they are of the lineage of these people. Evam, so Sopadikasya Bhagavataha Prabhavam Uktva, Tad Jnana Paramaha. After establishing the greatness of Bhagavan in the attributed state, The knowledge of that Bhagavan is said here. Etam vibhutim yogam cha mama yo veti tattvataha so abhikampena yogena yujyate natra samshayah. Etam vibhutim yogam cha mama yo veti tattvataha saha abhikampena yogena yujyate natra samshayah. This is Bhagavan's promise. What does he say? Etam vibhutim yogam cha. This is one promise Bhagavan says. Bhagavan gives a lot of promise here. Etam vibhutim yogam cha. This vibhuti, greatness, yogam, state, mama yo veti tattvataha. One who knows me in reality, tattvata, in reality, as it is. So, avikampena yogena yujyate. He is associated with this yoga without being disturbed. Avikampena. Vikampa means to be troubled, to be disturbed. Here there is no disturbance. That yoga without disturbance, meaning samadhi, yujyate, they will be endowed with. Natra samshaya, there is no doubt. They will be endowed with samadhi. In the samadhi, there is no doubt about it. Etam praguttam. Etam means praguttam. Therefore said, buddhyadi, maharshyadi rupam vibhuti. Buddhi, etc., maharshi, etc., these greatness of Bhagavan, vividha bhavam, these different states which Bhagavan takes, tattadrupena avasthitam yogam cha, existing in those forms. Bhagavan existing in those forms. Yogam cha. Yoga means tattad artha nirmana samarthyam, the power to create those things. That is yoga. Okay? Parameshwar, Parama Aishwaryam iti yavat. The great supernatural power, omnipotence of Bhagavan. Mama yo veti tattvataha yathavat. One who knows in reality as it is. Yathavat means as it is. Saha avikampena, aprasalitena yogena, avikampena, without being disturbed, without being troubled. In that kind of yoga, in that kind of means samyak jnanat. This is right knowledge. That kind of a yoga is nothing else but right knowledge. In that right knowledge, samyak jnana sthairi lakshanena, right knowledge of being established in that right knowledge, the state of being established in that right knowledge, jnana nishtha, samadhina, that is what is samadhi. In that samadhi, yujyate, they will be endowed with. Natra samshaya, there is no doubt, because doubt is a samshayatma vinashyati. Samshayatma gets destroyed. A person with doubt gets destroyed. Therefore, samshaya, doubt is pratibandha, is an obstacle. Therefore, natra pratibandha kasi, there is no obstacle here. There is nothing like that. There is no obstacle. If he knows me, he will definitely gain me. That is the promise. Yadrushena vibhuti yoga vibhuti yogayoho jnanena avikampa yoga praptihi tad darshayati chaturvi. Which kind of vibhuti and yoga, the knowledge of which kind of vibhuti and yoga will give you that state of not being disturbed in the samadhi, that undisturbed samadhi, that is said in the next 4 shlokas. Aham sarvasya prabhavah matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam bhava samvitah. Aham sarvasya prabhavah matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam bhava samvitah. Aham sarvasya prabhavah, I am the cause for everything. Matta sarvam pravartate, everything functions because of me. Iti matva, knowing this, bhajante mam buddhaha, the intelligent people, the people of wisdom, the knowledgeable people, they worship me. Bhava samanvita, endowed with this kind of state. Bhava means the thought function. Aham param brahma vasudevachyam sarvasya jagataha prabha utpatti karana upadana vinipicca. I, the Brahman, the absolute, one who is named as Vasudeva, is the cause for everything. Is the cause for everything means is the cause which is the cause of creation. meaning the material cost and instrumental cost. Material cost as well as instrumental cost. Sthiti nashadi sarvam mattaiva pravartate iti. And I am not just the material and instrumental cost, the existence, the sustenance, and the dissolution also is because of me. Maya eva antaryamina sarvajnena sarvashaktina vreryamanam swasva maryadam anatikramya sarvam jagat pravartate cheshtate iti. Meaning, me who is the indweller, only because of me, the indweller, one who is omniscient, omnipotent, that indweller, preryamanam, because of my instigation, my effort in the sense, my instigation, my prodding, swasva maryadam anatikramya, because of my prodding, I am not having a stick under making them do things. My existence itself is their instigation. So, swasva maryada manatikramya, without crossing their limits. Maryada means limits. Without crossing their limits, sarvam jagat pravartate, the whole creation manifests, the whole creation functions. See, as I said earlier, the sun rotates, okay, revolves around itself. Now, the sun, if it decides, let me stop, take rest for a second, a nanosecond, something, the whole solar system will collapse. Okay. Then, the earth rotates around the sun, revolves around the sun. Now, if the earth decides, like they say in the astrology, the Jupiter is in retrograde. The Mars is in retrograde. Retrograde means going in reverse direction. Normally, they travel in clockwise direction. When they go in anti-clockwise direction, that is called as retrograde. If they go in anti-clockwise direction or they stop in one place, whichever as seen in the astrological chart, if that happens in real time, if the Jupiter says, let me go back, the whole system will collapse. So they don't cross their limits. I have to do this, it does that job. The sun has to rise, it rises. It has to set, it sets at a particular time. So Jagat Parvata, the whole thing functions because of his existence. Iti eva matva buddhaha vekena abhagata tattva bhavena. In this way, the people of wisdom, the people who through the discrimination have understood the reality, they paramartha tattva grahana rupena, by knowing the truth about the absolute, premna, which is the love, samanvitaha, endowed with that kind of love, santo mam bhajante, endowed with that love, being endowed with the love, they worship me. See, Shiva is of the nature of love. Self is of the nature of love. And that is why we don't need a particular day to express it or to live it. We are of the nature of love. And that is what the Shruti says. Premna samanvitaha. They are endowed with love means it is their natural state. Iti mam bhajante. Prema purvakam bhajantam. Bhajanam eva vivranati. How can you worship with this kind of love? That he is explaining you. Matchittaha matgata pranaha bodayantah parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam dushyanti charamanti cha. Matchittaha matgata pranaha bodayantah parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam dushyanti charamanti cha. There is a beautiful shloka in Panchadashi. I remembered it while explaining this. Brahmabhyasa. What is Brahmabhyasa? When you have to practice this Brahmabhyasa, after saying that how to practice Brahman, then he says तच्चिन्तनं तत्कथनं तदन्योन्य प्रबोधनं यतदेक प्रत्वं ब्रह्माभ्यासं विदुर्बुधाः. Like that he says. That is wow. It is nothing but this. तच्चिन्तनं मच्चित्ताः तत्कथनं मद्गत प्राणाः तदन्योन्य बोधयन्तः परस्परं तत्कथनं तच्चित्तं तत्कथनं कथयन्तश्च तत् अन्योन्य प्रबोधनं बोधयन्तश्च परस्परं. All that is said here. Okay, मच्चित्ताः, people who have established their mind in me with undisturbed mind. Madgata pranaha, people who have established their prana sense organs in me, unperturbed sense organs. Bodhayantah parasparam, who discuss about me with each other. Kathayantascha mam nityam, who teach about me to others. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha, they are satisfied and they are happy, they are established in that. Mai bhagavate chittam yeshante macchittaha. What is macchittaha? One who has established a place his mind in Bhagavan. तथा मद्गताः मां प्राप्ताः प्राणाः चक्षुरादयः येषान्ते. For whom the sense organs are attained the self. The sense organs are merged in the self. That is mad pranaha. Madgata pranaha mad bhajana nimitta chakshuradi vyaparaha mai upasamhrita sarvakaranaha. Madgata pranaha means one who has established the sense organs only in the for the sake of worshipping me, or one who has merged his sense organs in me, whichever way. Like there was one Shiva devotee who used to wear a jhumki kind of thing, but this jhumki is a typical jhumki which is a bell. He used to wear a bell on his ears. Whenever there is something not associated with Shiva, there is some discussion going on which is not associated with Shiva, he will shake his head and make sound of this bell. So this is what meaning your sense organs, whatever you see only Shiva. Whatever you hear, you hear only about that deity. Whatever, it's not just Shiva, any deity. So whatever you speak only about that deity. So if your mind, sense organs are completely engrossed in that, only then you can have even the desire of attaining the self. Even the desire. Okay. So otherwise it is just a passing cloud kind of desire. It is not a real desire. Otherwise there is something else. Madgata pranaha, you can give another interpretation. Madgata pranaha, what is that? Mad bhajanartha jivanaha, one who live for the sake of worshipping me. That is their life. I don't want anything else. Mad bhajana adirikta prayoja shunya jivana iti yavat, meaning there is nothing in their life which can be called as some activity other than doing the worship of Bhagavan. Everything is a waste of time. That is how they feel. That is what is called as Madgata Pranaha. They are the people who are called as Madgata Pranaha. Vidvat Goshteshu Parasparam Anyonyam Shrutibihi Yuktibihi cha Mameva Bodhayantaha Tattva Sukataya Jnapayantaha. During the time of discussion, Vidvat Goshteshu means during the time of discussion between equals. This is what they discuss between themselves. Tattva Sukataya, through the Vada. Vada means through the discussion to know the truth. This is how it is said in the Shruti. This is how it is. They don't have any duragraha or agraha. They don't have any bad intention. They want to just understand through the discussion. Understand the truth through the discussion. So that is what they do. Through Shruti and logic. Not without basing anything on logic or Shruti. They speak discuss only based on the Shruti and logic. Tatha, similarly, Swashishebhyascha mam eva kathayanta upadishantascha. Similarly, they teach to their disciples about me. मयि चित्तार्पणं तथा बाह्य कारण करणार्पणं तथा जीवनार्पणम् एवं समानाम् अन्योन्यं मत् बोधनं स्वन्यूनेभ्यश्च मत् उपदेशनम् इति एवं रूपं यद् मद् भजनं तेनैव तुष्यति च. So in this way, मयि चित्तार्पणं, they have established their mind in me, they have surrendered their mind to me. Bahya Karanarpanam, they have surrendered their sense organs to me. Jivanarpanam, they have surrendered their life to me. Samanam Anyonyam Madbodhanam, they discuss about me with the equals. Swanyunebhyascha Mad Upadeshanam, and to the people who are lesser to themselves, they teach them about me. Iti evam rupam, in this way, yad mad bhajanam, my worship, this Brahma Abhyasa, tene vitushyati. They are happy with this practice. Yetavata eva labdha sarvartha vayam alam anyena labdavyena iti evam pratyarupam santosham prapyanti. They are happy. How can they be happy? They are satisfied. How can they be satisfied? They are satisfied in this form. Etavata eva labdha sarvarthaha vayam. We have gained whatever we need to through this. There is nothing that needs to be gained for us. In this way, they are happy. Tesham santoshena, because of that joy, ramanti, they play. They play means ramanti means ramu kridayam is the root word, but they play means they are established in that. Ramantecha priya samgamaneva uttamam sukham anubhavanti. Ramante means they enjoy. Enjoy means you enjoy when you gain something which you love. Similarly, they enjoy because of this gain. Taduktam Patanjali. Now, this is what Patanjali in his Yoga Sutra says. Santosha anuttama sukhalabha. Because of the santosha, anuttama sukhalabha. Uttama means superior. Anuttama means not superior, inferior. No. Anuttama means incomparable. You cannot compare this with anything. Sukhalabha, that kind of joy, happiness. Uktam cha Purana. In Purana also it is said. What does it say? Yaccha kamasukam loke, yaccha divyam matsukam, trishna kshaya sukham sukasyete na hatashodashim kalam iti. Yaccha kamasukam loke, that which kama sukha, the happiness, the joy which you gain out of kama. Kama need not be only sex, it can be anything desired. Okay? Yaccha divyam mahatsukam, that which is gained through the desired object. It can be anything. Yaccha divyam mahatsukam, and that which is the divine happiness. Divine happiness means the happiness which you gain in this Swarga, heaven, etc. All that. Whatever happiness which you think is the greatest happiness gained through an object here in this world, whatever happiness that can be gained in the hereafter, Trishna-kshaya sukhasya, for one who has gained the discrimination, for him, one who has gained this santosha, this happiness, for him, ete narhada shodashi kalam, they can't even be compared to 1/16 of that happiness. This is what is said in Taittiriya Upanishad. Shrotriyasya cha kamah tasya teshatam shrotriyasya cha kamah tasya, like that 100 times more for the one who is shrotriya and kamahata, trishna-kshaya. Shrotriya, one who has learnt it in the tradition. Kamahata, one who has gained the dispassion. So the discrimination and dispassion, for a person who has discrimination and dispassion, he has 100, he enjoys 100 times more happiness than this fellow. So in this way, the fellow and his happiness changes, but this fellow's happiness is incomparable to their happiness, superior to their happiness. That is the idea. Trishnakshaya Santosha. Trishnakshaya means Santosha. He gains that happiness. One who has that happiness. Ye choktena prakarena bhajante mam. One who worships me in this aforesaid method, what happens to him? Tesham satadayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam ye namam upayanti te. Bhagavan gives a beautiful promise here. Remember this. Tesham satatam yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam ye namam upayanti te. That is the promise. Tena satatam yuktanam. Tena, in the aforesaid method, one who is always endowed in that buddhi yoga, bhajatam priti purvakam, one who worships me with love, dadami buddhi yogam, to them I give the buddhi yoga, association with the knowledge, the association with that samadhi, being established in that samadhi. Tam, to them, yena, through which buddhi yoga mam upayanti, they gain me. I give them the knowledge through which they gain me. Remember, tadavi buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te upayanti mam tam dadami buddhi yogam dadami. Tam buddhi yogam dadami te yena mam upayanti. This is the promise Bhagavan gives. So satatam, sarvada. Satatam means sarvada, always. Yuktana, one who is endowed. Endowed means Bhagavati ekagra buddhinam, one who is always focused on the self, Bhagavan. At eva, for this very reason, labha puja kshatyadi anabhisandhaya, without thinking about the gain which you can have, or the name and fame which you can gain, or being worshipped by people, all the stupidity, they are all to show that you are superior than them, but in reality you are the most inferiorest person, because you are not doing it in reality for the truth, for the sake of truth. Priti purvakam eva bhajatam mam, without any expectations of those things, one who with love worships me, sevamananam, serves me, tesham, to them, abhikampena yogena iti yah prauktah tam, that which was said earlier, abhikampena yogena, that undisturbed yoga samadhi, that is what is called as buddhi yogam. That buddhi yoga, mat tattvoshayam samyak darshanam. Buddhi yoga here is the knowledge about me, the real knowledge about me, the absolute knowledge about me, the samyak darshan, the right knowledge. Dadami, I give them it to them. I give it to them means, okay, oh, you have this. I am not going to distribute that knowledge. Then what? Utpadayami, I generate. I don't give them, I generate them. I generate how? Through the thought function. So when you have this thought function, the akhandakara vritti takes place. When you have this thought function focused, then akhandakara vritti takes place. And through that akhandakara vritti, I shine. That is how we can do. Even Bhagavan cannot decide to liberate you from this samsara. Because we see Bhagavan was along with, in this very place, Bhagavan is along with this Arjuna, and we are at the 10th chapter. If Bhagavan can give him instantaneous knowledge, he should not have started the whole discussion. He should have said, go and fight. Why? I have already given you knowledge, get lost. It's already done. Or he should not even say that, yes, I feel that you have given me the knowledge. He should say. Now, even that is not possible actually. Because he is liberated. Then where is the worshipper and worshipped duality. So all the stupidity that expecting somebody to give you the ambrosia, etc., is the greatest of stupidity. Don't fall for that. So dadami, janma dadami, utpadayami. I manifest in that self, in that thought function. I manifest that thought function. Yena buddhi yogina, through which knowledge mam ishwaram atma tattvena upayanti. They gain me. They gain me means not as though as I am different from them, but they gain me as not different from their self. Ye machittattvadi prakarihi mam bhajanti. To whom? To those who meditate on me, who worship me with that matchitta, etc., matchitta, madgata, prana, etc., those attributes. One who worship with those qualities, to them I give this buddhi yoga. Diyamanasya buddhi yogasya atma prapto phale mai madhyavartinam vyaparamah. See, I am going to manifest that thought function. Okay. You have to worship me with focused mind. I will manifest that thought function. There is something that is going to take place in between. Madhyavarti. What takes place in between? That is what is said here. That in between transaction. Madhyavartinam vyaparam. The transaction which takes place in between the cause and the effect is explained here. Tesham eva anukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha नाशयाम्यात्म भावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता तेषाम् एव अनुकंपार्थम अहम अज्ञानजं तमः नाशयामि आत्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता तेषाम् एव only to them तेषाम् एव only to them only remember that only to them अनुकंपार्थम to show my grace only to them aham ajnanajam tamaha nashiyami only to them by showing my grace I destroy the darkness of ignorance nashiyami I destroy what ajnanajam tamaha the tamaha darkness which is born out of ignorance atma bhavastha by being established in their thought function, yakhandakara vritti, jnana deepena, which is similar to a lamp, the light of the lamp, the effulgence of the lamp, bhaspata, shining like the effulgence of the lamp. That effulgence of the lamp, it destroys the darkness in the world. Similarly, this effulgence of the self, which shines in the thought function, that destroys the darkness of ignorance. It destroys the ignorance, the cause, and the darkness also gets destroyed. Tesham eva katham shreya. Only to them, how can there be this greatness? How do you say only they get greatness? Kisheya syat iti anugrahartham. To show his grace, atma bhavasya, by showering his grace, atma bhavastha means atma akara antakarana vrto. Atma akara antakarana vrto in the thought function which is of the nature of self. Meaning vishyatvena sthitah. The thought function for which the object is the self. Aham, that me. Swaprakash chaitanya ananda advaya lakshana. One who is of the nature of a self-effulgent consciousness, non-dual bliss. That self, me, Atma. Tenaiva madvishya antakarna parinama rupena. Through that very transformation of the mind is thought function. Through that very parinama, antakarana parinama means the thought transformation of mind. Antakarana parinama, the transformation of mind is thought function. Through that very thought function, which is jnana deepena, deepa sadrushena, which is similar to a lamp, the effulgence of the lamp, jnanina, through that knowledge, bhaspata, I illumine. Chidabhasa yuktena, apratipaddhena, ajnana, apratipaddhena. Chidabhasa yuktena. See, the mind, in the mind, the self that is reflected is Chidabhasa. That mind in which the self is that mind which transforms himself into thought function. In that thought function, still there is this reflection of self. With that reflection of the self, apratibadhena, which is without any obstacle hindrance, ajnanajam, ajnana upadanakam, that which is a product of ignorance. That which is a product of ignorance means that for which the material cause is ignorance. Tamaha, that kind of darkness. Mithya pratyarakshanam. What is darkness? The knowledge, erroneous knowledge of things in the world. So vishaya avarana andhakaram, meaning not knowing one's own nature. That is the erroneous knowledge. Seeing oneself to be different from the self. That is the erroneous knowledge. That is the first error, primary error. Tat upadana ajnana nashena. That error, that darkness, by destroying the avarna and vikshepa are shaktis, these two are destroyed by the destroying the cause, which is the ignorance. Nashayami, ajnana nashena nashayami. By destroying the ignorance, I destroy. Through the knowledge, lamp of knowledge, I destroy the darkness of ignorance. Sarva brahma upadanasya ajnanasya jnana nivartyatvad. Because that which is the cause for all the erroneous knowledge, that ignorance can only be removed, destroyed, annihilated through knowledge. That can only be annihilated through knowledge. Therefore, upadana nasha nivartyatvad cha upadayasya. Whatever is effect that can be destroyed only through the destruction of the material cause. Whatever is an effect can be destroyed only through the destruction of material cause and nothing else. Therefore, I destroy the material cause, ignorance, by which the erroneous knowledge, etc., which is an effect, gets destroyed. I destroy it through what? Through the illumination of knowledge, through the light of knowledge. Because only knowledge can remove the ignorance. This is the rule. We will see this. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.